Hey everyone, welcome back to the super flat world. You saw the title, you know what we're talking about. We're talking about Hermitcraft season 10. And unfortunate story, I actually already recorded this, and then I realized my OBS recording software decided to change the mic, and so it didn't record anything for some reason. So we're back at it here again, part 2. We're just going to be farming some of this moss. While I talk about Hermitcraft Season 10. Hermitcraft Season 10 embodies a lot of the things that I want as a content creator and want to be, right? Like they're taking it slow this season. And they're just having a lot of fun. And those are pretty much just the 2 points. But I want to go into a little bit of a backstory. Oh, and I should give credit where credit's due. The reason I want to make this video is because I saw an excellent content creator. I forget his name though, but he'll have a link in the description, and go check him out. He put out an amazing video. He's been putting out amazing videos. Freaking love that guy. I don't remember his name though. Anyways, I want to like address this world, because some of you might know that this world was supposed to be the test world to my actual super flat series. This world was just designed to fix some bugs, make sure I get structures that I want, like pillager outpost over there, because not all of that's available in regular super flat, right? So I had to like choose a preset, do all that weird stuff, and then I just started playing this world, making sure there was no flaws with it, so that I could start my actual world. But then I got kind of connected, and I just beat the dragon and everything, and then I finally decided to start recording, because, you know, I'm on top of things mentally. And yeah, this world was never supposed to be a fast-paced world, but it became one because of, like, sort of the Mr. Beastification of YouTube, right? You ever hear that term where it's like, everything has to be big and loud and grandiose and obnoxious and Mr. Beastified so that you get the views, right? Well, that's not really the type of person I am. I don't really... I'm not a loud person. I don't talk a lot in my regular life. I'm not around a lot of people a lot of the time. You know, I'm very introverted. And so the Mr. Beastification of YouTube kind of wasn't my thing. Like, I like watching his videos, but it wasn't my thing in the sense that I couldn't be that way. But I tried anyways, and, like... it didn't even work. Like, even when I was trying in those previous videos, the grandiosity I was going for wasn't coming through. And it's pretty obvious. So, the fact that Hermitcraft Season 10 is taking it slow, and they're all just connecting more and having more fun with friends, is something I really, really love. Like, because it kind of shows that you can be a content creator. Granted, these people have already been successful, and they've been successful for a long time. For the most part, a lot of them have, right? But it shows that you can be successful on YouTube without having to just completely like scream at the top of your lungs and like give away thousands of dollars, or, you know, not like, you don't have to go over the top to make it anymore on Minecraft YouTube, at least. And that's a lot of what the other creator said. And this video is basically me just 100% agreeing with him, because it's hard to be like a quieter person and still like and still want to make it on YouTube. Because now, like, a lot of the content is factored towards, like, those emoji faces that people do on their YouTube, like, thumbnails that, you know, in all honesty, look a bit silly. But they get the clicks because it shows, like, a big reaction. And that's just not for everybody to do. But you almost feel like you have to if you want to be a creator. So yeah, it's just a nice breath of fresh air to see like some creators dialing it back and like not caring so much about the algorithm. And recently I've been getting into ethos lab or however. And I think he kind of really embodies this. Like, I really like Etho a lot. And I only really just started getting into him, but I think he embodies the fact that you don't have to really care what YouTube wants. So long as you're doing it, so long as you're doing what you like and you're passionate, you'll find success, right? Like, I've only watched Etho for maybe half a year now. And I knew who he was before that, obviously, because he's on the Hermitcraft server, which I'm in love with. Which is, again, why we're talking about this, because if I didn't like Hermitcraft, I probably would not be talking about this. But I knew who Etho was, and he's still very old school. He like, and I think that's why a lot of people like him, because he doesn't really care what YouTube wants. He just does what he wants, and if YouTube decides to, like, push out his videos, then that's just a win-win for him, Here, let's hang this. Cool, I can't do that. Alright, sweet. And I kind of want to embody that more myself, because I think doing so will ultimately lead to my success. And I want to be transparent here, is I love YouTube for doing the YouTube, right? Like, I know, like, a lot of people don't know this, and I did know this, but it doesn't really set in until you actually, like, try to edit a video and everything after you've never edited anything before in your entire life. Like, literally had not touched an editing software before January 1st, 2024, Like, I'm very much still learning how to use the editing software I use, and it's bad, right? I think we can all admit that. But I think we should also, like, I need to admit to you guys, like, in full transparency, I want to be a content creator, right? Like, a lot of people do nowadays. And so, and I want to do it full time, right? So, I have to be able to do something full time that I really, like, would enjoy doing. And I don't think, like, I think if I had to do, like, if someone, forced me, put a crossbow to my head, I'm cutting that out. I'm not. I'm leaving it in. But that was bad. That was dumb. If someone forced me to make, like, Mr. Beast style content, and they were like, you have to be over the top and grandiose, and you have to be obnoxious, because let's be real, that whole crew is a little obnoxious. Nothing wrong with it. They're just like that. They can put on, I don't know if it's real or not. They can put on that mask, or that's just how they are, I'm not sure. I don't know them. But either way, I couldn't do that. Like, to save my life, that would just not be something that ever happened. And like I said, I've tried, but it would never be something that would happen that would, like, go anywhere. Like, people would see the videos and they'd be like, oh yeah, this guy doesn't have the heart for this. And then they might get confused and think I don't have the heart for, like, content creation as a whole, which is entirely incorrect. I love this so freaking much. Like, editing is 98% of content creation, right? Thumbnails included, ideas, editing, like, your ideas and everything. Like, editing is that giant umbrella of content creation, and then the other 2% is playing the video games right here, right now, and this is the fun part, but also, like, the rest of it's fun too. And I think this 2% here, playing the video game, it, like, could really, like, dampen the quality of everything else. So you have to be careful with what you're doing here. And so I think that's what a lot of the hermits realized, is, like, or they've probably known this for a long time because they've been doing this forever. But I think, oh, that's not what I thought it was. I think they're doing like the smart play and like taking it slow so that they don't get burnt out as often, or so they don't get burnt out in like a way that puts them to putting out videos like once every, at this point I haven't put out a video in 2 months, and I've done like pretty much nothing in this world, which, is not really good when you want to do this as a living, you know? So I'm really appreciative of their methodology this season. And then the second part is like with their friends. Like I think that brings a whole lot into it too, because they're definitely like this won't apply to me so much because I don't really mind making content by myself. Like I said, I am kind of an introvert. I don't really like when other people, in all honesty, I don't like when other people have control over something that involves me kind of directly, So it's like I have to work up to being able to play nice with other people on a Minecraft server, because it's like if I want to do something, I want to do something. Oh, well, you're already building here? Yeah, but I kind of, it's like I'm not mature enough for that. And I am mature enough to realize that about myself, which is good. Because then you're not just going to have a man-child joining any servers, But I think Season 10 works so well because they're taking it slow and they're connecting more. Like, there's always collabs, obviously, with that group. But now it just feels like there's so many more collabs going on recently. And if you're on Reddit any, you might have seen, and if you're on Hermitcraft Reddit specifically, you might have seen the, like, person who did, like, graphs of Ethos, like, fangirls, and, like, other people, like, how often, like, how quick they mention another person in their videos, or, right? Stuff like that. And it's, like, so quick for all of them. Like people are mentioning other people within a minute, and then they're like hanging out with other people within like 5 minutes. It's crazy how connected this season is, more than usual. And I would like to see if someone had done one of those type of graphs in the past for like previous seasons. Because I think it's a really cool concept to do. But I think this season is the season where it became like super noticeable. Like they're really just, they always say they're a bunch of friends hanging out on a Minecraft server and they make content together. But like this season, you can tell they are all friends that just happen to be successful at making content. And I do think that helps with their like everything that they got going on, And in all honesty, I don't know how much more I can really ramble on about this. But my thoughts, I'm proud of myself because my thoughts were a lot more collected this time than in the previous recording. That would have been edited down to like 5 minutes long and still made 0 sense. So I'm kind of glad I had to re-record this because I don't think I would have been proud with my other video. But yeah. Oh, I was about to say, as the sun sets, we can close on this video. But as the sun rises, we can close on this video. Got some moss done. We'll be back in this world soon. And thank you guys so much for watching this long. Hopefully what I was saying makes sense. Hopefully I got my points across. And yeah, they probably didn't, let's be real. But maybe they did. And if you understand what I'm saying, if you made it this far, thank you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me. I'm genuine about that. Every single view I get means the literal most to me that it possibly could. So if you made it this far, just like, subscribe, do whatever you want, really. But I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.